Hey guys, so sorry, this is kind of like a weird angle. I'm on my sofa right now because I feel like it. I wanted to do my Booktubeathon wrap up and then my Friday reads. Oh gosh, okay, I didn't bring, well, anyways, so I did start Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I got about 70, maybe 80 pages into it. The problem was that the book was kind of large. It was really interesting, but my work schedule the week of Booktubeathon was me starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. So me starting at 7 o'clock in the morning means I need to wake up between 5 and 5:30, which means I need to go to bed at like 9:30 or 10. So I didn't really have a lot of night time to read in, so I probably should have picked something smaller for that. But anyways, I did start it and I'm enjoying it, so hopefully I can finish it early next month. It's basically the end of the month already, so I'm definitely not going to finish it by the end of this month. I also started Welcome to the Monkey House by Kurt Vonnegut. Oh my gosh, I am enjoying this so much. I love Kurt Vonnegut. The problem is that I had previously tried to read this and I read the first story only, and I do not like the first story. I don't even remember what it was. It's like so like I just don't remember. I might reread it now that I'm done. Maybe like I wasn't right in the right mindset or anything. But in general, this collection is so good. He is just, his satire is perfect. He is so good. There's one in here about people creating this machine, or there's like some kind of radio signal from outer space, and they're sending it through the radio waves. Like this guy figured out how to capture it and send it out. And so they send it out on a radio wave, and it's going to be there just for a second or two, but it ends up lasting for 5 minutes, and during that 5 minutes, everyone's in perfect bliss, perfect harmony, perfect everything, like it's just perfect. And so the radio producer's like, oh, we need to market this, we need to sell this, like you could make so much money because this could make everyone happy across the board. There's no worry about, if you're going to like it or not. Like, it's just everyone loves it, so you don't have to argue over what's going to be on the radio or what's on TV. And so they do an experiment to see how it works. So they set it up, and basically for 2 days, no one eats, no one sleeps, no one goes to the bathroom. The windows break open, and no one, puts on covers, so people get pneumonia. Everyone is just, so zoned out, and it's, it's just so good. And, but he's, insistent on the fact that you can make money off of this, even though it's obviously it's just because you're you're filled with bliss and happiness, but you're not being productive, you're not eating, it's not a way to live, at least not in my opinion. I probably would equate it to someone who's doing heroin or something all the time. It's very zoned out. I don't know. I don't know much about drugs, but so yeah, it was just so good. And there's a bunch. There's so many good ones, and I love it. I did not finish this, though, during the readathon. I did the first thing that I finished on Monday. I finished Witches. This is by Scott Snyder is the story, and the art is by Jock. So here's kind of, that's not a very pleasant page, but a little bit of the artwork, of course, the cat, of course. So I didn't really like this. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. What's the matter? Kitten. Okay. I gave this, she just loves being in the way. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I did not really like it. I feel bad. I was looking at reviews after I finished it, and Paul from A Common Touch of Fantasy, he mentioned something about the artwork, and I totally agree. It's kind of just going for the hair. Okay. It's hard to explain without showing you, but actually maybe I think in the back there's kind of an example, but it's very a splatter on top of it. So here's kind of an example. So this is the different layers of artwork, and there's this layer of artwork that's on it that's very, it hurts my head kind of to look at it, and I don't know, I just didn't think it was, it was kind of obvious, what was going to happen a little bit. I just didn't find it special. I'm not saying it was bad, I just, was expecting more. I'm probably not going to continue with the series just because there's so many other things to read. So I'm sorry, she's eating my hair. And then the only other book that I finished was Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. And this was pretty good. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars too. I enjoyed it. It's just, I love that movie so much. I love it so, so, so much. And now she's eating the computer. That it was really, really hard to kind of look at this without seeing the movie. So, oh my gosh. So, yeah, that was really difficult. And she is, the obsession over her weight is ridiculous. I feel like they add like maybe 10 pounds to the weight in the movie. I don't know if British pounds are different than American pounds, but I'm pretty sure a pound is a pound. And she's obsessing over being 126 pounds. And I don't really appreciate that because I weigh significantly more than 126 pounds, and I don't consider myself to be like overweight, you know. Charlotte, please. So it was just like really, that part was really annoying because basically every single entry, and it's like started with her weight, and it was always in the 120s, and I think that's like really, really thin to be in the 120s. I mean, obviously depending on your height, but I just thought that was kind of unhealthy to be like so exposed to that every couple pages, her talking about how fat she is and she weighs 126 pounds. I don't know, that really, really bugged me. But in general, it was fine. It was cute. It was very, 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 very similar to the movie. There was like this whole other plot development about her mom. That is a thing that I prefer much more in the book. In the book, her mom runs off to become the producer of her own show called Suddenly Single, where she is actually the host of a TV show, and in the movie they make it so that she's the assistant of a man who's selling jewelry on like a cable access, like infomercial type thing. So I thought that was like way better in the book, that she was, it was more like feminist and like she had her own show as opposed to just being the assistant of a man. And so she was much more like dating around, the mom, not Bridget. The mom was dating around a lot more. And stuff, so I appreciated that. And there was a lot more focus on her friends in the book too. I guess, fine. The book is probably better than the movie. I just convinced myself. I just prefer the movie because I've seen it so many times and I love it so much because I grew up watching it. But it does have its merits. Charlotte, it does have its merits. I just wouldn't like run out to read it if, it's a chick lit, whatever book. So it was good though. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So that was a lot of wrap up. Basically, this weekend I want to finish Welcome to the Monkey House, which I discussed previously. I've got just about 100 pages left. It shouldn't take too long, but who knows? I'll probably end up having a lot of plans. Oh, yeah. So last weekend I ended up meeting with Winks and Ink. Winks from Winks and Ink and Nicole from Dorka Brain, and so we hung out from like 1 to 6ish, and then I went and met my uncle who was visiting, and then the next day I was with my uncle like from 11 to 5, so I didn't have a lot of time to read, so that's why I didn't finish as many things. But when your family's in town and when people that you know on the internet want to hang out, you gotta go rush and do that and put reading on the back burner, so that's what I did. But anyway, so I want to finish Welcome to the Monkey House by Kurt Vonnegut. I also want to finally finish Beloved by Toni Morrison. I was buddy reading this with Whitney from All the Shelves. I'm 100% positive that she finished it because it's been a while now, but I put it on the back burner for, I think someone else might be home, for Booktubeathon, so I do want to finish that. And then I also would really, really like to finish Zealot, The Life and Times of Jesus of Nazareth by Reza Aslan. I was also buddy reading this with someone. I was buddy reading this with Books in Q. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the... Come on, Charlotte. She keeps leaning against the books. This cat, she's just hanging out. Okay, sounds good. So anyways, yeah, I would like to finish that as well, especially since it's the end of the month, at the end of the weekend, so I really need to buckle down and finish at least one more thing, if I can. We'll see. Anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what's up. Let me know if you've read any of these. Do you have different opinions of them? I feel like a lot of people really, really, really like Witches a lot, and so maybe that's why I was disappointed, because I was expecting to like love it a lot, and because everyone else did. Anyways, see you later.